Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is the one and only, the Fresh Bunch Podcast, coming straight from Miami. It's your boy, O to the Jizzle, the Hip Hop Florist, with the greatest crew ever. It is the Fresh Bunch. We've got Ryan, who for some reason still doesn't have a name to describe him. The only one.
Can't get an adjective out here.
Mimi Pacheco. We've got Joel, Mr. Salsa Man himself.
That's right.
We've got the Rose is the Rose, the Queen of the Roses, Miss Celine, my heart and soul in the flower business. I appreciate you.
Well, there you go.
That was an intro.
That's an
Right,
intro.
you're hired. You're hired. You're hired.
Sorry, I'm from hip hop. We just jack stuff.
Good.
I love that.
You jacked this whole episode.
You're coining the term, the hip hop florist, right? That's your thing.
That is my thing. That is I wanted to do something different. I wanted to be me and be genuine, truly, because hip hop was such a part of my life. And just like you have so many people who have done graffiti, who have done breakdance and different things. Floral is my art. I'm not really that great at it, but I love it and I love the passion of it. And I'm going to use flowers as my hip hop expression. And it's not even that I'm in the floral business. I'm just a communicator that happen to use flowers.
That's amazing. There's so much you can do with that. There's so much opportunities and potential, like, to play around with that. And I look forward to seeing, as we'll unveil this whole episode, I look forward to seeing what that's all going to turn out to be. For those who don't know, Ogbanna, OG, he's a long time, he's a fatty, I would say, actually. He's an original podcaster.
What?
He still got the merch.
I'm a what?
He's got the original fatty
merch.
hat.
Original fatty merch.
Well, coincidence? I don't know. But him and Celine are really aligned because they're wearing the same shirt today, right?
And we did not even plan this. And I know I have a very large Jet Fresh wardrobe. So the selection this morning was, I have more choices. So it's kind of funny that
Ogbanna, we need to get you down because we got some new merch and you need some new merch.
I love your merch, so I gotta get on it.
No,
I need to see some of my merch.
We'll get him a care pack. We'll get a care package out your way.
I gotta get you one going your way as well.
You got merch? You got merch already?
Well, it's here.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, we invited you today because you got some new things going on.
Really quick, before we jump into it, I want to also set the stage a little better in the sense you've been listening for a long time. You've been working full time at Costco, right? And you've been trying to build this business from you. And we gotta go all the way back and start the whole success story. Can't just jump into what you're doing right now.
So
you gotta build up how
me and my hip hop florist, we kind of bonded on the first phone call. He happened to, good marketing, Ryan, but you and your team were doing the right thing. This was when we were doing an open house in the, I guess, third iteration across the street, that place. And we had the open house and he happened to call in and he hadn't even bought anything yet. And he flew in for that open house. And we bonded that much over, by the end of our conversation, he was like, I'm going to come. And I'm like, no way. And he came.
Just for the duck tag.
That was my Pursuit of Happiness moment. I don't know if you watched it. Joel, have you watched Pursuit of Happiness? Finally,
twice,
a movie you watched.
Twice.
You have
twice.
To have, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So that was my Pursuit of Happiness moment. I was literally at the point where some things had happened in my life. I'm a father, I'm a husband, and we had gone through a situation where my mom had passed. And long story short, things have happened where I had to take care of family, and it was all on my back. And I was like, I got to make some side money. And I had been working at Costco. And I was like, I got to find some way to make some money. I can't do Uber because it just takes up too much time. And so I was like, what if I flip these flowers? And I wasn't thinking about truly selling flowers. I was literally thinking also mode and sell it, just trying how to find the flip flowers. And one of my friends at Costco, coworker, said, you've got to get these forever flowers. And I was like, what are you talking about forever flowers? He's like, man, they're like, it's dome glass and he's like, it's dome glass and it's I don't know. It's just like a Cinderella thing. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I went searching. I went to YouTube, went through everything. And yes, I did find the great Jet Fresh talking about preserved roses. And I was like, I got to get it. And then shortly after that, I did reach out, got a hold of Celine. I don't know exactly how it happened. I just thank God it did.
I think I just picked up the phone. So it was meant to be.
Yeah, it was. Of all people, she was like kindred spirits because I'm all over the place. And she is so focused and laser focused that she never gets distracted whatsoever. So
we talk about the same Celine?
Yeah.
Same Celine?
Jeez, you should get to know me.
Thanks.
Yeah,
you for my eulogy.
There you go. I got you. But yeah, so it was one of those things where she invited me, and I was like, okay, if you're going to do this and you're doing this for your family, jump on the cheapest airline, get down there. I didn't have money for a hotel. I didn't have money for anything. And so I literally flew in to Fort Lauderdale, took an Uber to your location, and was blown away by the welcome, because I had already been trying to get into wholesalers here in Charlotte. I had bought a cooler. I had done everything they said I had to do. One large company kept saying they wouldn't even let me walk in the building. They wouldn't even let me tour. And so I walked in, and I had spoken to Celine briefly because she had some clients that she was dealing with. I think it was during Florida Expo. So y'all were doing like some big clients, and I'm sitting here sneaking in. And I know I'm sneaking in. We're fine. Running back, got to the airport in Fort Lauderdale, and I'm nervous. And I'm sitting there telling myself, like, why are you doing this? Are you stupid? Are you crazy? And literally, my Uber driver pulls up, and it's Jesus. And I'm on the phone with my wife, and she was like, Jesus, take the wheel, baby.
That's awesome. Oh, thank you, wifey.
Yes.
That's
so
amazing.
She was like, yes, you in good hands. And so came there, met everyone, ended up speaking to Mike, who I did not know Mike was the owner at that point in time. I thought he was just a used car salesman of the company.
I love when he sneaks up on people. That's the best.
Both. Yeah, he's both.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
From there, we spoke a little bit. I still did not know he was the owner of the company. He passed me to Fern. Rest in power to Fern. Fern walked me around, told me stories of how Jet Fresh became, all the stories, and he showed me the cash and carry that was back then. Literally spent 30 minutes with me, walking me around and showing me that. And I'm like, this is Fern. Like, why is he with? But it was that dedication of what Jet Fresh is, that you care about everybody, whether they're big time or small time. And that really meant so much to me. And I remember coming back and coming to the front and then talking to Celine. And I was like, okay, yeah, this is more than just a flower business. This is a tribe. This is a family. This is what I've been dreaming.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
This is a tribe.
A tribe called Fresh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ryan, I bet you Ryan has that logo.
I already have it made. It's already made. Absolutely.
Really? Is
it's
it?
already made?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's not printed, but the design, honestly, that design's been sitting, like I have a bunch of designs that just sit until like the right moment, I guess. Or just maybe it never happens. But yeah, that exists it's in the files.
Oh,
it's in the repertoire.
That's hype, because I love that, because I'm definitely doing the vibrant thing with one of my designs.
We can do Spotify codes. I don't know how well it works, but they can do like a Spotify code to play the music, and then you could do like the thing on the front, the logo on the front.
One thing everybody who's ever gotten an email from me knows I love to talk, and my wife knows I love to talk. So I'm just going to try to shorten up a little bit so we can get everything in there. But in truth, it was when I got there, it was just fun, family, flowers, and met so many different people, so many cool people. And because of how I grew up in Wilmington, North Carolina, things have happened. And the things that my mom went through, and with Juneteenth, and they're coming up, and it's kind of all blow us together. I literally saw a young African-American man working there. And I was like, hey, and I'm sounding like I'm a runaway slave. I'm just being genuine. I said, hey, how do they treat you here? And he was like, it's amazing. He's like, really? He's like, yeah, it's great. And I was like, okay. And so I was trying to just find out if it was a genuine thing, because there's some things that happened throughout, and that made me want to ask if it was a true company. So that meant so much to me. And from there, throughout the years with Celine, she has taught me so much. One thing I do remember, before, you had different African-American artists, floral artists here. And I think it was one particular time there was somebody who was complaining about, you don't teach enough and this and this and this and this. And I was like, no, you got to go out and get hungry. And I remember Maurice, who was on the podcast not too long ago, capitalism does not care about anything. And so the thing is, you guys, whether it be Mimi dropping jewels, Mike with his rants, there's so much information. I literally put 100-some podcasts into Notebook LM. Aww. Even I've listened to every last one of them, just to make sure that I'm touching bases and figure out what's going on. So there's so many gems and jewels from that. I put into Claude, and it teaches me if I need.
No pressure, Ryan.
Yeah.
We're going to need you to Substack that for us.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. Today is this episode is airing on Juneteenth, so I'm glad that you brought that up.
In my younger years, it wasn't a big thing. I knew certain things, especially with the name Ogbanna in the South. It was very fun. Very fun growing up with that name. And I've been born and raised in Wilmington. Families from Wilmington.
As an adult, though, you appreciate that your mom went on a limb and gave you that name, right?
Well, where's your name from?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Where's the origin?
It's a Nigerian name. It's a Nigerian name from the Igbo tribe. And I'm just going to lay it out. It's an Igbo name for Nigerian tribe, and it means the image of one's father. As you also see, I'm in workspace, so the light keeps dimming down. But my dad was a Rolling Stone. So therefore, he wanted to name me Herbert Jr. after he already had a son named Herbert Jr. So he just found a different language to do it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so that's where it came from. But it was one of those things where
I think your mom was placating him, but it's like that whole thing, like you are, the man is the head, but the woman is the neck that turns the head. I think it was like that. She was like, oh, hell no, you're not having another junior.
Yeah, that is definitely my mom. And now that I'm married to this wonderful lady in front of me, that is 100% her. She is definitely the neck, and certain days she's the foot. And the shoe in the...
Please wish her a happy birthday from the Fresh Bunch right now.
Happy
Please.
Birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Londa, happy birthday from the Fresh Bunch.
We need to celebrate her. That's a good one. That's a good year.
Yes.
Before we jump into Juneteenth, I want to continue that conversation. You said you're at your warehouse right now?
Yeah, I'm at Workspace. It's a co-warehousing space. So it's I've tried to find different locations before to run the business out of. I've been up for the most part, been out of my house. I've had one location that didn't work out well. This was maybe not even 100 square feet and was just a cramped closet, but it reminded me of Mike telling a story about working underneath the stairs.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things where now I have a place where I can have a dock. So as orders get bigger, yes.
Ooh, now we're talking refrigerated truck line. Woo!
Come on. And I have to learn those things. And that's one of the things that I have to learn, all those things about the industry. But I knew I wanted to have it something where I could have refrigerated trucks. I can rent a larger space as things grow. So Valentine's week or month, I can go to a larger space that's empty.
In the same warehouse?
In the same warehouse, and only rent it for a month. And then move back down to my smaller size if I need to. But I can grow in, as long as they have availability, they have openings, I can go bigger and come back down smaller without the headaches. I have refrigerated trucks, it's 24-hour access.
Ooh.
And right now, I've got about...
That's really good for any entrepreneur,
Mm-hmm.
How much were you about to say you have? How much you were about to say square footage?
It's not much. It's about a 2-car garage space, but it comes with free racking. So I've got stuff stacked up in the racking. I've got my 2-door cooler. I've got my other cooler here. And I've got enough space for, I may end up trying to get a CoolBot walk-in cooler with an 8x8 or 6x6.
Yeah.
And if need be, there's one more size that's available that's above this one that, God willing, I'll be able to move up to that size and literally be able to handle all the stuff. And I've got it structured out, not so much as a florist would normally do, but I've always been fascinated. I'm not sure if I should say all this, but I'm going to say it because it can't be.
Episode.
I can give them
You've hijacked this episode.
I can give people my playbook and they can't stop me, like Chipotle. So it's designed, or like your Smoothie Kings, it's designed to be a production system so that I can get certain orders out and get things in and out, have a certain area for production, and be very, very strategic in how I do things.
You should watch The Founder. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
It's really messed up.
Yes.
You'll never look at McDonald's the same, but how the beginning of it, the efficiency was the part that made it. Yeah.
Guys, Cam got me into reading this book called The Orchid Thief. And I just learned that the original creator of Monopoly, he sold it to the company that is Milton
Bradley?
Yeah. But it wasn't Milton Bradley before. But anyways, he sold Monopoly, the idea of Monopoly, and retired at 40 something and became an orchid collector, a rare orchid collector. And it's so cool. But now that you're talking about these, but thanks, Cam, enjoying the book and totally reaching out to as many orchid thieves as possible.
We do appreciate good orchids here.
So that we warehouse, when you were telling me about it, that's the first time I've ever heard of that situation. I think that's a really smart way to go to get set up. When we were in JA's, when we were under the stairs for the sales office, we had just a corner in the warehouse that they kept moving us around. We were all around that building by the end of it. So it's really cool that they give you flexibility as well, so that if you grow or if you need to scale back a little bit here and there, that's really cool.
Yeah, and they got different locations throughout the country, Miami, Atlanta, different places. So even if you need to get and have more distribution in different places, there's a lot of options. So
What other companies are currently in there with you?
there are 2 or 3 different event planners right now. So I've already had people reach out
you
to
gotta be
me,
in there.
say, "Hey, can you give me some hydrangeas?" I'm like, "Only at a case."
Ah,
And there's been wig companies. There's AC companies. There are print companies. There's 2 ladies who are getting ready to open up on the 24th who will have a marketing print company that I'll be using.
yeah,
They're amazing. They have
yeah.
it's like they have all the things that like a Kinko's or a FedEx office would
Mhm.
have, but they already have it in a small, very small space, but it's very organized so that they can maximize every last little inch, and it's inspirational to that. But
I
it's a
love
lot of
that.
different companies here, a lot of clothing companies. I've seen some of these young guys, Joel's age and whatnot, but they're literally people are pulling up and they're running out to the cars and giving them clothes. So I started thinking about doing the curbside pickup.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's going to be an option for the company as well.
I was trying to convince them to put a drive-through in the cooler for us, but they didn't want to. They didn't want to do that.
Unless the
could have
drive-through
been
is
down there with
serving
you.
ice cream, I'm not going to the
I mean, they
cooler.
could if CJ
Well,
and Pockets is there.
Yeah, CJ,
They'd
exactly.
have the little fridge, you know?
It's like a little window that your box will slide out of, like a
I love it.
mailbox.
I'll come to work sometimes because I used to be a Burger King extraordinaire.
What does that mean? You worked at Burger King? Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, that was my first job ever, except
Okay.
for like all the side jobs where I sold newspaper, sold ices, sold everything very similar to. I think I heard many stories about you on the side of the road selling flowers.
Oh yeah, I sold ices
So
too out of my
I
stuff
sold
in my
ices
dorm
too.
room.
Oh, speaking of dorm room, guess who went to Federal State University?
Did you really?
Yes.
No fucking way.
Yeah, right down the street from Methodist.
That's
And
crazy. Small world, man. I love it.
I do remember the dorm rooms being that as bad as your dad said,
They were bad.
but ours were way worse.
I'm sure.
Air
Yeah, I'm
conditioning,
sure.
what?
I'm sure.
Air conditioning. But yeah, it's been a great time. It's been a great run. And
How long has your startup process been from beginning to now? Because that open house was what, 10 years at this point? 8 years? How long
yeah,
ago was that?
it was 2019.
Okay.
I originally started, and it really truly started with me being before my wife and I got married. I was just sitting there and watching that work hospital, seeing flowers go out, and I was like, this is way before Instacart, way before anything else. I was like, what if somebody just literally ordered flowers, and I grabbed them from here and took them somewhere? And I wasn't thinking like being a florist. I was thinking hustle, trying to just make extra money. But it was that idea back in 2016, and I did what I transitioned to because I remember everybody was doing the paint and sips parties. I was like, you know what? I talked to my wife about it. I went down the rabbit hole way before AI and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, how can I create this idea where we actually do and create bouquets and help people create their own bouquets? So in 2017, we did our first one at a wine bar, just as a test run, just kind of market it out. And it took me a long time to get everything done because once again, I was the only one working. So it wasn't any competition. I searched all over Google. Nobody else was doing anything like that. And I kept telling my wife, I wanted to be like a buffet of flowers, though, like a salad bar of flowers. And she was like, I was like, flower bar. And she was like, bloom bar.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the name came from, bloom bar.
Yep.
Fast forward, some years later, there's bloom bars everywhere. But it was one of those things where before Alice's table, which I remember the lady from Charlotte, from Gathers Flowers, she mentioned she was there before them, before all that stuff, because I would always get calls from people like, even before Boots, oh, gee, your ideas on Shark Tank.
Yes.
A little bit later, oh, gee, your ideas on this. And then my sister-in-law was like, you just giving all the money away. You just don't care about the money.
I feel like
So
every
it's one of
time I
those
watch
things.
Shark Tank, I'm like, I had an idea similar to that, or something that, not all the time, but a
Always.
good time. I'm
Uh-oh.
like, yes. I'm like, darn it, man. Why didn't I believe in myself? Yeah.
Gotta love
So it's one of
yourself
those
the
things where, but
most.
it,
Yeah. You
yeah,
gotta take a
and I
risk.
believed, yes, and
I'm
that's the
glad
part.
Jesus pulled up. Otherwise, we might have never
Yes,
met. Yeah. Thank goodness.
yeah.
Thanks,
But it was one of
Jesus.
those. It was one, yes, thank you, Jesus. But it's one of those things where it was just the timing and everything going on. I just couldn't pull it off at the point in time. We were going through a lot, like I said, a lot of different challenges going on. But it was one of those things that, fast forward, I did Mother's Day events in Wilmington, North Carolina. I did them in Charlotte. I did them in different places. We were the Bloom Bar company. People knew us. We had built up a brand, and it was until COVID, because I was literally going to launch right after. I was around spring 2020. I was like, new vision 2020 glasses. It's me,
Yep.
new vision.
Yep.
COVID hit. I'm at Costco, and all of a sudden, I'm an essential employee. I'm like, I have never been essential in all my life.
Mm-hmm.
How did I become essential? That's where things got interesting. We started shipping in flowers because so many people couldn't see their moms and see their families. And I had a friend of mine who was like, can you send some eucalyptus, or can you send something, help me breathe better? I was like, I don't know. I'll try it. And I just threw some flowers in a box, and I'm like, they died. I'm not refunding anything. And I was just testing out, and it came out. Bouquet looked good. Next one, somebody wanted eucalyptus, did that. And Celine was able to get me anything, like, because I was trying to find local wholesalers who were able to get me the things I was looking for. And those super long, big bunches of eucalyptus, I
The
think were coming from
jumbo
Mexico
baby
at a
blue
point in time.
uke that we were
And
getting out of Mexico at the time. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
they kept my lights on. They kept our power on. They kept our gas bill on because people were
Wow.
buying them left and right. So it wasn't just a eucalyptus to us, to me and my family. It was literally
Aw.
how we survived.
Wow.
And it was where, like, my mother-in-law, she was had an in-house daycare, and so we had to send money to her, just different things in life. And so that it's been yeah, yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's awesome that you're still fighting through it and you're still growing it and continuing the journey. And
And like
you've
an
had this vision
evolution
for so long.
a little
Right.
bit, like
Yeah.
a growth.
And we all have challenges that we have to go through, and you're still fighting through them. Good for you, man. Congratulations on all the growth and all the success.
I appreciate that. But yeah, it's continuing, because it's one of the things where, as y'all release things, I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'll make sure I say this the right way. Now you know what, I'm just who I am. Hip Hop Florist, DMX style. Err.
Arf, arf.
So
Rough Riders.
It was always that little dog with DMX. That's why I love him.
but it's one of those things where I literally think, I'm not sure if it's your wholesalers or the florist or who it is, some of the things you guys create and that Celine and I have talked about, had the bottleneck is ridiculous, because the customers love every time I post anything you guys put up. And the bottleneck for me is just I haven't been able to have the resources to get things done as far as having a space like this. But everything from the tattoo roses to the hippie roses to the chocolate roses, everything you drop, that the U is it UV or
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the UV color
Yeah.
changing.
I'm telling you, every
Glow
time I
in the
even
dark.
post anything that people are like, hey, I gotta get into this, the Prince rose that I did, because you were talking about the tattoo
Yeah.
roses.
Mm-hmm.
We did the Prince rose. I
Mhm.
didn't understand what TikTok was in
Oh
the
yeah,
beginning. I
Instagram and
put it on
TikTok is
TikTok.
like, if you show people, they'll start reaching out.
Oh, it got ugly quick. It got scary.
They're fighting
It
for
got
what you got.
scary.
Yeah.
They were like, one lady was like, hey, I need that right now. And I was like, well, I've only got a certain amount, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, ship it to me, whatever you need to pay, whatever your shipping charges, I'll pay it. I said, ma'am, I apologize, I don't have it anymore. She went from this happy lady who thought she was about to get some
Oh.
roses to me turning off TikTok at that point in time, just because they were so amazed. I took it to some people, coworkers who had bought some at Costco. And I had people that were there, and I'm just delivering to my coworkers. And you had members who were like, oh my gosh, where is that? And they would run to the flower section. And they were like, it's not over there. Where'd you get them from? What is this? How'd you? And my coworkers were like, you can't get that from this place. You got to get it from him only, and blah, blah. And then I had some friends who were like, well, like, you
love it.
Word of mouth
uh-huh.
is like your buddies at Costco are sometimes like, or whoever, your friends or your
Your
best
real
word of
friends
mouth.
support your businesses. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those are your best salespeople.
Absolutely. So they did that. And when I tell you, people were clamoring for the Prince rose, and one lady's like, I don't even care about the Prince part. It's just the fact that it's a purple and it's white and it's beautiful and it's fluffy and it's open, and how big it actually opened up compared to regular grocery store flowers. For me, I think that's one of the things that, as I transition to this next generation of what we're doing, is the quality of the
Can
jet
we
fresh
do
roses. Is the quality.
Hippy Crystal Fairy?
I don't know. I think
Yeah.
so.
Because now there's Crystal
there's
Fairy.
a whole line of them.
Yeah.
There's a whole line of them, and the main difference is that they use a different base, and that Crystal Fairy has that, I don't know how you describe that base, that swirly kind of cabbagey base. If you take the same of a basic rose and the Crystal Fairy, they look like two different roses, even though it's the same paint.
Oh, huh.
But yeah, that was huge for me to stay going, because it was so many people who were like loving it, and the talking to you, Ryan, about the different ideas and concepts behind the scene, talking to Celine about, let's not even talk about the HBCU flowers and the D9 flowers. When I tell you, it got ugly quick. And I mean,
in case
I'm
anyone
thinking,
doesn't
hey.
know, Hulk was invented by freaking Hip Hop Florist over here, my OG
really?
Ogbanna. Yeah, he came out with Hulk because we had to make that
The hippie variety Hulk.
Yeah, she ran on the ticket with Biden. Kamala Harris.
Kamala, yes.
Yes, her
Her
university
sorority colors.
Her sorority.
Yes.
Alpha Kappa Alpha is the very first Black sorority in history. And when I say they are serious about what they do, they are very serious. And that, me dropping what was Hulk Ben, I was like, this is way beyond Hulk. This is, and I showed a picture to my friend. She's what we call it, AKA. And she was like, are you serious? This is a real rose. I'm like, it's 100% real rose. She was like, no, it's not. It is. You got this from Home Michaels or somewhere. I'm like, and I shipped it to her.
Ecuador.
And she was blown away by it. She ended up, because her mother was also part of sorority, so she sent it to her mother. And so another sorority was like, and it's my cousins are in those sororities. And she was like, I know you ain't take care of them and you ain't take care of us. And so that's when we came up with the Crimson and Cream roses, and they took off. And it's one of those things where I literally just needed more resources, and I need a place like this to be able to actually handle. So I can call you up and say, hey, let's just knock out.
Hey, we got a whole other year before next year's graduations for these, different sororities and fraternities. Reach out to our hip hop florist.
I just love how different he's always been thinking, and like how open he is to creative ideas and stuff like that. And I think that's gonna really help you in your journey. Just being open to different creative ideas and exploring, trying things out, just going for it. I think you're doing all the right things.
I appreciate that. Now, before we get too far into this, I'm not sure exactly where you want to do. I want to go back to what you said, Ryan, as far as the hip hop artists. But
please,
I do want to surprise all of you with turning the tables, and I want to interview you.
I love it.
Yes.
He really has hijacked
the Hip Hop Florist takeover in the remix.
This is the remix.
Yeah.
All the sound effects, we got you.
Yeah, give me all the sound effects. Give me it all. Feed me. Question for you, and all of you in different areas. Is marketing, there's sales. In the world that we live in right now, with all the knowledge that you have and all the experience you have, if you were starting a brand new company and you were starting Jet Fresh from scratch, or you were starting Jet Fresh, the florist company, or Jet Fresh, the distributor company, or Jet Fresh, the wholesale company, and now you can go straight to the consumers. You can go straight to businesses. You don't have to go through the gatekeepers and all stuff, which y'all, from what I've seen, you've never really cared about the gatekeepers anyway. But what are some of the things and how would you do it differently, knowing with the knowledge and the experience?
I have to tell you, I have severe anxiety when it comes to marketing to consumers. Because like you just said, when you have that direct connect and you don't have the product, or you don't have I've worked in a couple of different scenarios.
I don't want the woman who can't get her Prince roses in
that's
my
what
face.
I'm saying.
I don't want that kind of confrontation.
That's why when it comes to, if I have a level of respect in the floral industry, my heart really goes to the florist, because you are dealing with so much, because you are dealing with personal things. When you tell somebody that's I don't know this because I don't deal with you guys like the salespeople, but I hear when you guys are talking to somebody, hey, let me sub that for you. Listen, we're gonna work this out like this way, and the people seem to understand because they're dealing with a business, but that person has to go back and then tell somebody, I can't get that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm very, very traumatized with consumer marketing. I was making labels in Canada, and in Canada, you have to have everything has to be in French and in English. And I think I messed up one word, and the label was completely wrong, like completely wrong. There's like so many things that you have to dot your I's, cross your T's, and check and then just crisscross, hope, hold your heart real tight and hope nothing goes wrong. So like that's a whole different level. But I do have to say that if I was going to do it, I think I would specialize, like just like that, like how you're talking about the sororities, the Divine Nine would be my thing. Like obviously not mine, but I'm saying like I would just focus on one market and make sure like
whatever's local to Florida,
exactly.
Whatever, maybe there's a big sorority down here we don't know about.
No, there's a lot. But I'm saying like I'm not just saying sororities. I'm saying like, find that one thing that I think is unique. Like for me, I guess the thing that I would find the most in is I would look for people who like the things I like, and the way that would, I think that's more about me being older too. Like
she likes tortoises, folks.
I like turtles.
Horses.
Tortoises?
Tortoises.
Yeah.
She's got to think
Turtles?
of tortoises.
No, a turtle and a tortoise are not.
I like
now,
turtles.
now you,
But I'm
it's
saying-
like Star Trek and Star Wars. You just
there's
opened
one
the
that's
whole
in the
thing.
land. There's one that's on the land, and there's one that's in the water. And then they have different needs, and they're very different. The tortoise and the turtle. But anyways, guys.
Is that part of your old man fetish?
Yeah, there's a lot
I think
of
so.
things.
I think it's connected. I would put like if I had one of those weird serial killer boards, there would be like a little string from the tortoise to her like old sciencey dude thing.
Yeah. The fact that if a guy can tell me the difference between a tortoise and a turtle, that's it. We're already on the first date.
Only reason I even mentioned because my son just got a turtle,
Oh, well, I love turtles too. I love all
but
animals.
he didn't get a tortoise because we don't have a room for turtles.
Is your son
Yeah.
a teenager?
Yeah,
No.
he is 13.
Oh,
Soccer.
You see?
Soccer.
Oh,
Mhm.
we got a yellow card.
All in for the World Cup.
My
Yeah.
friend,
He just jumped
I
to me.
feel all the pain that you just said. You have a 13-year-old son because I'm going through. I cannot feed these kids. Yesterday they had I don't know how many of them were in my house, and they were just eating and causing mayhem, and they broke a freaking glass, and it's just all day. I look at the Ring camera and I'm like, please just go somewhere else. Why can't you get invited somewhere else?
I had a friend in high school whose parents were hippies, and they'd be naked
This fits.
in the house.
I'm not walking around naked. Nope.
So she didn't have a lot of people over.
Maybe.
So that's one way to resolve that issue. That has
No,
never ever happened before or again. Shout out.
My oldest is looking for a job, but he can't get hired because he's only 15. So now I just signed him up for a bunch of art stuff, and I got the little one out doing soccer. I can't keep him in my house. I don't know. I feel so bad for people who have teens during summertime because I'm just nervous all day. And you know what I found out? You know why? It's because I did so much bad things as a teenager that now I'm the live 360
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right, because we didn't have no Facebook. We didn't have all this stuff.
Exactly.
We
Thank
had
you,
beepers.
Lord.
So-
I had
Thank
a
you,
beeper,
Jesus.
and I didn't have to call my mother back.
All those things I did are just making me more and more paranoid.
We had a beeper, Celine?
Yeah,
Did it?
I
Did
was
it?
born
Did
in
it?
81.
Then you would
I had a
put
beeper.
911, 411,
Well,
1,
my
2,
mom
3,
didn't know
We had all-
those things. My mom would just page
1, 4,
me.
3. I love you, Celine.
But they had payphones back then. Nowadays, I don't know how you would even call.
You don't know what
someone
that?
back
Do you
without
know what a
cell
beeper
phone.
is, Joelle?
I
Okay
would
then.
I would love to know if Joelle can explain how a beeper works.
Come on, Joel. You
Joel,
can do it.
try
I believe
it.
in
I
you.
don't know
Let's
the
go.
inner workings of a beeper.
You got this.
The
You
only-
got
Not
this,
like
Joel.
the techno-
only thing that I know is that when someone was trying to contact you, it would beep, and then you have to find the nearest
Payphone.
Payphone.
payphone. That's
Okay.
But
all I know.
but Joelle, you know that there was codes.
Oh, I didn't know any of that.
So like if I were to text you 1, 2, 3, it
It's I
means
love you.
No, it's I miss you.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And
She
then
knows the real one.
I love you is 1, 4, 3. 1, 4, 3 is I, and then is 1, and 4 is LOVE. So it's 1, 4, 3. Then there was all these different like.
That's music.
911 is call me back now
Mhm.
or else.
Yeah, that was Mimi, that was Music Soul Child.
Oh,
He had a song called I 143. I love you. Yeah.
You know that
and
song, Just Friends? Dun, 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 dun,
Mhm.
dun, dun. That song makes me cry every time.
Oh,
I had a
my
big
God.
crush on Music Soul Child. Joelle, you just look him up and hear and be like, that's Mimi's type. Best one.
Well, I guess they should play it so everyone else can cry
Yeah.
along with Mimi and the
La 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 la
re-listening.
la 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 la.
Come on now, Mimi.
Never
And Joel, let me
thought
tell you.
that we could ever be
Come on now.
more than
Oh!
friends. Now I'm all confused, cause for
She
you,
is.
I have deeper feelings.
I went to karaoke.
Oh,
the
this
other
is
day with
happening.
Mimi.
We
This
went
is
to
happening.
karaoke. We went to karaoke, and Celine and I had so much fun. I think Celine's gonna learn Spanish going to karaoke. With
I can
people.
read it very well. Can I not?
Yeah. And she changed the words to Jolene to Celine, Celine, Celine.
A few old fashions
It's
went
easy.
into that.
It's an easy change right there. It makes sense.
It's so good though. But then she's like, I don't want your man.
But I know we're getting close on time. I just want to say one thing, Joel. The most embarrassing thing, the very first beepers before what Mimi's talking about and what Celine's talking about is the worst beeper. My uncle was a bail bondsman. That's one of the reasons I love business. He was a bail bondsman. The very worst beeper in the world. I was his tech guy. Basically, I typed the stuff in. Was the beeper who literally, it said, doo-doo, 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 and it started talking, whatever the message was.
No
Wherever
matter
you
where
were.
you are.
No matter where you are, where you were, whoever was on the
I
end,
wish they had had
their
this.
message and their voice came out.
Wow.
I'm in the mall with my friends and some young ladies. My beeper goes off, because I'm the man. I got a beeper. And he goes, doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. And it's my grandma. Baby, I don't know why you still got my car. I'm going to need you to bring my car back. I don't know why you sitting there. Like, don't be out with your friends, pretend like it's your car. That's a Buick. Don't no young person got no Buick. Oh, all my friends look at me like, bruh, really?
I wish I had.
Yeah,
I wish
it was-
Joelle had that beaver because I would be beeping him all day long. just to
Baby, can
bother
you
him.
come home
Nah, I
with
would've
a
left it in
gallon
the
of
car.
milk for the baby?
I would have left it in the car.
Wow.
See, now on the iPhones have a do not disturb button.
Oh yeah,
That's
Joelle's
essential.
That's his famous. His favorite.
That's my favorite button.
I don't know if you
Do
know
not
this,
disturb.
but in the alarm section of your phone, you can tell it when you go to bed. So every time, no matter what I'm doing, it turns off at 8:30.
D&D, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Well, back to the consumer. Back to if we had a business that would specialize for consumers. My problem is also the mass, like thinking about what everybody likes. So that's why I would go with something small. But I want to know Ryan's answer.
It's tricky. Like that direct to consumer is so tricky, especially if you talk about doing a business nowadays. Like, I don't know if the same strategy would work for us this time around if we just started with that, how we did that. It just kind of worked out in our favor that way. But as far as direct to consumer goes, logistics, I feel like, is the biggest challenge. Having, the best operations and seamless logistics seems like the most operational. But from experience working in the direct to consumer moments, like fucking some kind of like insurance or some kind of way to secure the order and like not lose the sale over the flowers dying or something like that would be what I'd try to figure out. Because every time you get a sale, you have to deal with FedEx or an issue delivery or the customer not getting it or not being happy. Like, there's so many after the sale issues that come into play that I feel like really is the biggest challenge. Like Google reviews and all that stuff is it's so hard now to build something so seamless. So I would really focus on the core, like the logistics, the product, the packaging, like making sure that regardless of everything you do, the thing is the best it can be.
4
and
months.
then it almost takes the creativity out.
Right. 4 months after I joined Jet Fresh, Oliver and I purchased several websites because I was convinced that the right move was this: to get like astrological flowers or do like some sort of thing like that with the hippies and with the like dried. But I'm not talking about like preserved. I'm talking about like dry stuff. So that way it would last. It would survive shipping with the Arrive Alive, the right box. You know what I mean? And then I was like, okay, this is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to highlight that month, and that month have the hippies. And then that month will be easy because the Zodiac goes by month. So you should be able to have like, and I was super excited about it. I started doing like the deck on how I wanted my logo and stuff. And then Ryan said we had this thing called Fresh Fest to plan. And I was like, ah. All of a sudden it went from when we're like at night, like, you know, looking at how we're going to make our branding. And I'm like, you know what, Oliver, it's not a dumb idea. But I would definitely, again, go with like working in hippies with like a dried flower. So that way I know that, like, you know, highlighting it, just a small package, small.
Just like a dried flower bouquet, and can have like a little crystal or like incense and all this different. I love it. Actually.
That way they have
Yeah.
then they would just have to do a reorder of the hippie.
No,
you
but
would have
could-
the dried bouquet, and then you
Yeah.
could just, you know, hippie yourself out.
I love it. I love it.
I got the website. I'll send it to you for free.
No, I think we can do it.
I
Mimi.
appreciate it.
We need our own hustling. We need a side hustle.
Yeah. Now, the one thing I will say is about preserved roses, just me personally, I'm just saying this. The problem with it is this Tupperware problem. It worked too well.
Oh yeah.
Tupperware lasts forever.
Yep.
Like if the flower would have actually started falling apart in year one, it'd have been perfect. It'd have been like,
Tell them
oh,
to
I
put
gotta
it
give me
in the
another
sun.
one.
Tell them I need you to put this directly in sunlight, like it's a real flower. Water it.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Then
I
they'll
think
have
the
to
flaw with the preserved roses was the hat box.
The hat boxes
So
killed them.
it in one way. They only used it in one
That's
way.
true.
We did so
true.
much cool shit with the preserved roses that we still have stuff today that still lasted. You could do a million things with those preserved roses. They were so easy to use. You glue them, you can cut them, you can do fucking art, walls, murals, anything you make it. Everybody made a hat box. And then Costco started selling those $70 hat boxes.
Yes, they
hat
did.
boxes. Then everything went out. Then, like that was, we had 20 customers buying in Miami the exact same business model.
But I'm a fan of dried, because we have some dried bouquets right now, the Italian ones that are out there. They're so pretty that you incorporate
does
natural and dried, and it's like, to me,
Well, that
that's
would be
it.
really good with the bloom bar concept too.
Mm.
You know, I know we're hating on hat boxes, but if you had if you literally put a bloom bar behind you with all dried stuff or preserved things, you know, like the minute you call someone, they're like, I want this, I want that, I want that. They're already in their head grabbing, you know, and it gives them that feel.
I hope those were answers. I don't know. That was just a rant.
yeah.
No, and that's what I want. I mean, it's not necessarily even for me, but I was just thinking, like, because everybody in this company is so creative and has done things, and I really think in any time on the timeline, each and everyone individually could destroy it and break into the industry with no problems, because you're just all amazing. But I think as a crew, the Jet Fresh crew could literally, if they were like, okay, are you telling me we get all this technology, we get all these resources, all this stuff, and all our knowledge, and these people are still doing it the old style way, saying, oh my gosh, don't you paint that blue? Why are you painting the flowers blue? But the customers
I
are like,
like
I love
the
blue
idea
flowers.
of thinking of flowers as an artistic medium. That's what I want.
Yeah.
It's like, why does it have to be quicksand? Why does it have to be like, it's art you're creating, and just thinking and coming from it that way.
Yeah.
And like, it has to be something that's on my website. Okay.
But
What
put it
about
on the website.
creation?
I would say, like, if I had to do flower sales in the florist way, I would do it differently, because like I haven't met a single person that doesn't want to redo their wedding. So if I was doing anniversaries, I would be like, so what did you have your wedding flowers? Let's think outside. What did you not have the opportunity to have? Like, okay, let's go backwards. Let's change this. You know what I mean? Like, I would be the rethink florist, where I would be like, let's rethink what's your favorite birthday? Your favorite birthday was when you went to McDonald's? Then have you ever seen these yellow and red roses? Like, let's make that nostalgic feeling come back. Like, I think sales wise, I would totally captivate that whole, you know, I'd be the psychological salesperson. Let me go and break into your psyche so that way I can figure out what's going to make you happy. Like, that's the thing I would do differently.
That is awesome.
Like for your anniversary, it wouldn't be like I would say, like, let's reimagine, not recreate, reimagine. What's the new wedding? You know what I mean? What's your new favorite bouquet, you know, or whatever.
This episode, you said, is coming out on Juneteenth. I believe you also said that you're launching on Juneteenth. Is that correct?
I am going to launch on Juneteenth. It is going to be a soft opening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to flip the lights on. I'm going to turn Google on, make sure everybody knows that we're open and we're ready to go. And I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. All the different feelings, emotions all over the place. But it's like Eminem and 8 Mile. Part of me, it feels like the guy who's going to sit there and throw up on stage.
Yeah.
Other part of me feels like I'm about to crush this mother.
Mm-hmm.
My wife's right there. But it's one of those things where
She's there to remind you, hey, Jesus is at the wheel. You're good to go.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's one of those things where Juneteenth means so much to me, and I'll just kind of, as we wrap it up, mention that is because a lot of people think that Juneteenth means, oh, it's a black holiday.
No.
It's not.
It's
It's an
American
American
history.
holiday.
It's America's
Yes, and
second
it's
independence. That's what it's really called.
And
Yeah.
as we're celebrating, everyone's all excited about 250 years. Kind of isn't, you know? It kind of isn't 250 years. Not for everyone. So Juneteenth
True.
is, about real emancipation, about really being we the people that are all equal.
Right.
Yeah.
Together. And I've had people who've asked me questions like with Juneteenth, well, it's this and this. And I'm like, think about it. Because, I come from my background. My dad was in the service, was in Marines. I have my wife, her great, I don't know how many greats, is actually buried in Wilmington Cemetery in the Negro section. When I went to do the Memorial Day flowers, because one thing I didn't mention when my visit was there was the gentleman from Memorial Day flowers, Romero. He volunteered to take me to the airport on the way. I was flying in and flying out. That was such a real response time. And then my father passed shortly after that. And so my son and I, we took flowers too on Memorial Day, kind of inspired with what you all did. And so we went there. And then last year we did 1,000 roses. Celine made sure I had everything I needed. We did 1,000 roses in Wilmington. And one of the gentlemen from the Veterans Association told me, hey, go back in that section right there. And it was all little small tombstones. And so I say all of this just to say that with Juneteenth, with Memorial Day originally being Declaration Day, Juneteenth and Declaration Day, they're simply meaning they are the people who were freed were grateful to the soldiers who gave their lives for this country to be one. And so if you're against soldiers, I guess you could be against Juneteenth. But if you love the country, you love who we are, we love everybody being together, and like a bouquet, the more diversity, it's a beautiful thing, baby. We're gonna make more money. We're gonna sell things. So we're all together as one unit. And I mean, regardless of how you look at it, you can try to fight it all you want to, but it's not gonna stop. And it's one of the things that, as a dad, as a girl dad, I love what Mike has done over the years, especially with Ecuador. They're making sure that ladies are leading the way because he could have blocked it, but he chose not to. And those things, once again, going back to the root and the tribe, those things that matter to me, seeing women in leadership, seeing different people in leadership, and not standing in the way of progress, it means the world to me. And that's what Juneteenth means to me. It's that Jubilee. And that's what original Juneteenth meaning was Jubilee. And my brand name has switched from Bloombar to Yobel, which is the Hebrew name for Jubilee. So I'm secretly slipping that in there. But at the same time, I figure that in one of these fancy neighborhoods, you see Yobel, and you're like, oh my gosh, that looks so fancy. I'll pay more just because of that name. I don't need to know the name of it. I don't even know the definition of it. I just
Who's
Yobel?
Right.
It looks fancy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna slide that in there. Hopefully they never hear this podcast me saying that.
They won't.
But
we can cut that if you needed to.
No, don't cut it. Put it in there. Because we're gonna be giving some dope.
I love that.
I'm gonna say it anyway. They're gonna be doing some dope shit in here.
That's right.
But yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you.
We're gonna have a lot of we're gonna have to get buttons made where we can click some of the things. Yeah.
I'm curious, in the sense of Valentine's Day, dozen red roses, and Memorial Day was the poppy, things like that. If you had a choice, would you a certain a practice or a certain type of flower or a bouquet, an arrangement? If you could set a tradition in a way for the holiday, what would be your opinion of what that could be in the flower way?
In the flower way, Valentine's Day is the most recent one. I put the Jet Fresh black roses with red roses. And when I tell you, people are like, oh my gosh, I have never seen this before. And I've only let a select people buy it. And they loved, it went bananas. And they're like, oh my gosh, I need this right now. I'm like, nope, we're sold out. And it was one of those things where they love that concept. But with Juneteenth, I really think that people overthink sometimes. Even I did with the, and I want to get the black, red, and green roses because some facets of it, they love that concept of the Pan-African colors that Jet Fresh can provide. But I have people who for Juneteenth, they wanted to be a cookout, a celebration. What Jubilee is about, you know what? It's not necessarily as far as the slaves go, as far as like, oh, we're free to do this. It's like, look, man, we are celebrating. We're happy. We're
You're
grateful
living.
for what other people have done for us.
Yeah.
We're living.
Love
So
that.
whether it be the Prince Rose, people want to rock with the Prince Rose during Juneteenth. People want to rock with the pan color. People want to rock with the red, white, and blue because America we all came together as Americans. And so it's not that we're anti-American. It's just that we're coming together as a unit and say, you know, we are all one family. And you have all those different things. As far as the roses go, Juneteenth this year falls with Father's Day. I was just talking to my brothers because one of the reasons I couldn't do the podcast earlier was because my brother passed. And so
Sorry.
I appreciate it. My oldest brother passed, and that was right after that. My father-in-law passed, and then my wife's cousin passed. So that's what's one of those things where it's like we go through our things, and that's why when everything happened with Fern, I felt it so deep with you all, with everything you guys going through. And in the last episodes of my legacy, it's like we're an orchard. We're trees, and that one tree branches off. So the true thing of legacy is when that orange rolls down the street and then it becomes another tree and it becomes another tree. And now so you have an orchard that's just naturally grown. So you can't control your legacy. You can't say this is legacy, this isn't legacy. This is the fruits of your labor. It's your legacy. And so that's the beautiful thing with Fern, with beautiful thing with my brother, my son who scored his first goal after his uncle passed. He was like, "Do you think Uncle Red's proud of me?"
Hell yeah.
And I'm like,
Uncle
and
Red's
they never met, they never think. He's like, yeah, he's very proud of you. But that's what matters to him at that point in time. So it's our legacies, and the Jet Fresh legacy, this podcast legacy, is tied into our legacy because we're now able to give people colorway roses to express their D9 love, to express those things. So be able to express, and I mentioned before in the beginning, I'm sorry I'm talking so much, but it's really the true meaning of it to me is going back to communication. We're not in the business of flowers, or at least I'm not. I'm in the business of, I use flowers to communicate to other people, to show their vibe, to connect to other people. And we're just connecting with other people using flowers as our language.
That's beautiful.
And that's the verbiage. And so
that's really beautiful.
and
so good.
So good. Yeah. So for Father's Day, I would love to have have a bunch of King Proteas, because I showed that to my brothers and they were like, "What? Oh, what are those?" I'm like, "King Proteas, bro. You ain't know about King
That's the
Proteas?"
Father's Day flower.
I like that.
That's
though.
the Father's Day
For
flower.
the king.
Like the super macho guys who like that's one of my brothers.
We have some coming in. I literally think they're landing the 20th.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm gonna still send. I'll probably reach out to you and get those so I can send them out to those two brothers, because those guys who are like super macho and they're like, "I want no flowers," but I showed them a picture. They was like, "Bro, I'll take them."
Cool. Yeah.
So you know what? They're macho. They're gotta get past all the stereotypes.
Since our podcast is also a food podcast, because I would like to say it is a food podcast. We talk so much about food, guys. For the cookout, because I know there's like red velvet cake. I know about the tea. But what's cooking this weekend? I want to know what's cooking on Juneteenth. What do you make?
On Juneteenth, it is definitely, if my wife's involved, it's gonna be some ribs.
Oh, nice.
She's got to have the ribs. She's got to have the ribs. We got to have, of course, there's gonna be sweet tea. It's got to have sweet tea. We got to have potato salad. It's got to be cooked up right. But it's just more or less like for us down here, and it's, I mean, you're a South.
We're not the South.
Yeah, it's not the same South.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to involve you, but not really.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, I mean, we got some good barbecue, but it's not the good, not similar. No.
Carolina's got its own sauce.
It does, and for pork barbecue, it's got that vinegar-based stuff. But
I love the vinegar one.
And it's just different things that we have for different people. We love the Texas brisket and the barbecue, different things of that nature. But for Juneteenth, it would just be all the foods that everybody loves. But it was less about that. It's about the spades game. You already know you went. You were right there in Fayetteville.
I was good at spades. I don't know. That's
what I'm saying. I knew you were in Fayetteville, so you definitely had to be the spades game, the dominoes games, the having fun. Because I came down and I was doing an opening for Costco and had a chance to go to lunch with Mimi and Celine. If we'd have had Cuban food, we would have had that'd have been anything with season.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, so just some seasoned food, some good fun, people talking junk, talking shit, and just having a ball.
Do you think you're going to pull out the cards now that you said spades? Is that going to like come out now?
That would be another
I gotta
flower.
find a way to, that'd be awesome to find a way to put spades into the actual stuff. I know with all the New York Knicks fan right now, it's kind of hard to see anything except for the Knicks. Oh,
Knicks.
yeah. Yeah, the Knicks was like, ooh, they take them.
Yeah.
And then where I hear hockey, North Carolina did
you
hockey.
got one.
It's hard to even hear about it when the Knicks are
out. No, exactly. Like,
the
World Cup.
I didn't even know it for like 2 weeks. For like 2 or 3 days. I was like, we won? And they was like, how did you not know?
So we had a sales off today. I don't know. Casey had a good idea. So the sales off, we sold every FIFA World Cup team that we had brought in because they put like the salespeople's names with different countries of the roses that we had left in inventory.
They had like a bracket.
It was like a battle, and you could like steal someone else's bracket by selling.
What country did you have?
Ecuador.
Ecuador, yeah.
Woo!
Well, anyways, Jesse came in and Jesse's like, I sold Portugal. I sold Haiti. I sold.
Yeah, Jesse and Dolly were the winners. They sold at least 4 countries. So
yeah.
I think they won.
They won.
Edwin sold
Crazy
Haiti.
phrasing.
Yeah, it was funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
We do still have the Hippie FIFA World Cup by the bunch, though, if you're in Miami.
But did you see Mr. Flower Fantastic, Ryan, his thing for the Knicks? Like, he had like a beautiful photo op. It was beautiful over there.
Yeah.
We had a little bet in here of when the Knicks were going to win, and I kept Knicks in 6. I kept going to DeAndre. Monday morning when I pulled up and I saw DeAndre all decked out in his Knicks stuff, it was so funny. DeAndre's one of our drivers, and he
told me from the beginning.
He's so excited just to see. He's like, there's 4 million people.
We always
were going to go to the parade.
And he mentioned that before the Knicks played the Spurs. He goes,
we had a local.
He told me.
He said Knicks in 5.
Like way early.
He said it.
We should fly him out to the parade. We should send him up there.
Well,
don't even joke about it because he's like
already.
Literally today was talking about it.
He already had his own celebration. But DeAndre is a big guy. Like, I'm talking about tall. How tall is DeAndre?
6'3", 6'2".
How much does he weigh? He's just a big, tiny.
He's a 3X.
He's a big teddy bear.
Big guy.
But he saw me that morning and he literally picked me up. He's like, we did it in 5, Knicks in 5. Yeah. I wish I could go back and take that video because it was hilarious. So yeah, go Knicks. Poor Knicks. I know the Knicks and the Heat have some rivalry, right?
Poor Knicks. What do you mean poor Spurs who blew those?
No, poor Knicks because they've been. I mean, I love watching sports now. This is like so fun. Like, you saw yesterday the Spain and Cape Verde. It was so cool watching that goalie. Oh, he's so tall. Of course he's gonna 40 years old. Overnight, 7 million followers. Like, no more, right?
I think it's up to 10 now.
I think more. But anyways, that's amazing. Like, it's just, I love the underdog. I love watching all that stuff. It's so fun. Boo to you. I said poor Knicks because the World Cup's happening at the same time, and
Nah, the whole U.S.
They don't even know what's going on.
Nah, the whole U.S. knows the Knicks won.
Yeah.
Everyone.
The Knicks have no clue what's going on. The Knicks fans have no clue what the world is going on right now.
They have no idea.
There's
New
nobody at work.
Yorkers require attention.
No, yeah.
I see Ryan's face right now.
My brother says Times Square was ridiculous.
Why do you think he went into marketing? Gosh.
Just nobody at work right now. There's like the bosses are all like, I don't know what
vacation.
happened.
Yeah, seriously. All right, rapid fire. Let's answer these questions rapid fire, and then we'll end it.
All right.
At the moment, what's your favorite flower?
Favorite flower is still going to be the King Protea.
What is the best sandwich?
Best sandwich, J. Michael Philadelphia sandwich, and out of Wilmington, it's a Philly cheesesteak, but it's country style.
Ooh, what makes it country style?
I'm not sure like what. No cheese whiz, none of that stuff. It's just good old fashioned provolone cheese, chopped steak, and onions and mushrooms and things of that nature. You guys are supposedly been from Philly. That's what we grew up on. All our friends, we used to always like go back in time, like, I gotta get me a J. Michaels.
Okay. What is the most overrated flower?
Overrated flower is the it's a rose, but it's not even the rose particular. It's the rose when people. I know Jimmy
The
said
reflex?
he hated it too.
The
Yes,
reflex?
the reflex roses. I can't stand them. Like
Okay.
why you have garden roses? Ask Celine about it.
Joelle doesn't
If you
like
need
it
if
either.
you need something like a garden rose, just get a garden rose.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah. There's times where I'm okay with it, and there's
like
times where I
it.
think it's too much.
I've
Yeah.
seen it
I
done
get you.
artistically, and then I've
Right,
seen
exactly.
it done like there was someone on Instagram that did this peony reflex, and it looked like, unless it was created by AI, it looked amazing. I really thought it was a peony, but
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
how
I've
it's
never
done.
seen
We
it
never
look
know
like that.
anymore.
Case by case.
I've seen it used like where they're doing a mural with flowers, so the texture was different, so it was used, I thought, very well. You know, that I thought was okay. But yeah, otherwise I hate it when people manipulate the roses. Like, just let it be beautiful and open. But
Most underrated, I'm gonna go ahead and say, and I know it's on the opposite spectrum, is the hippie.
Mm.
Even though it's enhanced, unlike it could be considered the same thing as the reflex, as far as the same lane. But to me, the hippie gives you the enhancement because everybody loves to enhance themselves, whether it be dyes and beards, whether it be hairstyles, whatever things nature.
mm-hmm.
But it's not shortcutting what already exists. This is something that does not exist, and you're creating a whole new lane to me.
Yeah. There's gonna be a florist that's so mad at your answer. From you don't like the reflex, but you like the hippies. That's like a
Yeah,
a
I
pure
don't think
florist
so.
is like,
I
what
think
the
you
hell?
need a reaction. I
with
hate
that.
people that don't have a reaction.
No,
I think
No.
you know,
should have a
I
reaction.
need
OG, you
I need their
constantly
hate.
are talking
Yeah.
about celebrating individuality, but as a community, you're constantly saying that. So that makes sense that you love the hippies.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And I'm okay with them hate because I need their hate. Like 50 Cent said, I need your hate because I'm about to go ahead and take your money.
Well, if you could have a superpower, what would it be?
This one is something I've heard 221 times, and I still don't know. The best thing I could say is I would say to impose. That's powerful empathy on people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I like dope shit. So if it's to get people to get past themselves to realize you can have a good time in life and celebrate life and do things the right way, just enjoy life and spread that around like a fair. There you go. Make me. What's the little girl name from Peter Pan?
A fairy.
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell.
Make me Tinkerbell. And my wife just looked at me real. Was like, okay, what is he doing? But I'm the Tinkerbell of fun times.
I love that.
Not like Rick James and.
No Diddy.
Yeah.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I can
Yeah.
just actually picture him flying.
I'm happy,
Well,
bitch.
Joel, can you AI that for him real quick?
It'll be like this. It'll be like,
I'm
like
happy,
the-
bitch. Exactly.
Turn those frowns upside down, motherfucker.
There you go.
You know what though? I have to tell you that that's an actual thing. Like when you have to put your mind to setting how you're going to react to things and be happy. And it's crazy how simple the idea sounds. Just be happy, just enjoy life, and how hard it can actually be. Because if you're so negative in your ways, it's so hard to untrain negativity. It is so hard because you just it becomes something you enjoy. So I would totally say take some of the pixie dust.
Oh, gee, pick a movie character or a famous person or hip hop artist to have lunch with.
I would say Nipsey Hussle, but I'd be scared to death. He's gonna tell me to get off my ass and get to work.
Mm-hmm.
And Rocky Balboa, like Rocky Balboa. Yeah,
The actual Rocky or the movie
actual
Rocky?
Not
Okay.
not Sylvester Stallone.
Okay.
Actual Rocky from Rocky 1.
Cool.
Just sit there and talk to like, I couldn't understand nothing he says, but we're like, I just wanted to hear my family, man. They got that whole thing like, yeah.
Go have a Philly cheesesteak with him, but the country style one. Let's see what happens there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that apparently if you dress up the Rocky Balboa statue, it's a curse. And poor Ecuador, they went and they had like their team. They went and they dressed up the Rocky Balboa
I didn't know
statue,
this.
and they lost, and they hadn't lost or whatever. And it's because
Are
everyone's
you
like,
sure this whole rumor didn't start until after they lost?
Maybe.
This was a thing before? Or
Maybe,
after
Celine, maybe you're right. I need to
Hindsight's
fact check
20/20.
myself.
What kind of flowers do you want at your funeral?
At my funeral, I want
King Protea.
definitely have King Protea on the coffin. But I guess I would say roses and different things. But whatever makes other people who are there, whatever that makes them remind them of me and happiness. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Whatever they need to get through the moment, and it better be something that they got to get through.
I got you. Late night drunk food. Do you have a late night drunk food after a night of drinking?
This last year, I'm a Steelers fan, Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Here we go, Steelers, all we go. But I went to Pittsburgh with some dudes. And anyway, long story short, the Manny Brothers, anything with fries, thick fries, not the thin fries. I need carbs.
Okay.
It's just whatever's sourdough bread. Just sour.
I want to go to Philly now and have the fries.
Bread, something that just soaks up liquor, quick as possible, so I can go to sleep.
I like it. Last question. Could you suggest a future guest for the show?
Yes. What I've been thinking about this one right here is here in Charlotte, the wholesaler that did open the door for me from the very beginning, after speaking with Celine, was Dorada Flower Shop. And it's now a 4th generation flower shop. I believe actually one of the employees there is a friend with Casey. And the owner is now the great-great-great-granddaughter. Her name is Ashton Ratcliffe Molser. And so the 2 other ones, I would say, I have 3. I apologize.
Please.
Everything I do is extra.
Just do it.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
If that was even possible, that would be like he is to me is like the whole definition of hip hop florist.
Yeah.
And then the other one would be out of DC. It is Lee Flowers and Gift.
Oh,
they are a Black-owned company.
Yes, I reached out to them.
Multiple generation. I've reached out to them before as far as I just tell them, thank you for all the things you've done as far as Black-owned. And they've been in business for, I think, 3 generations now.
Awesome.
3 or 4 generations.
They have a movie.
They
have a documentary.
Yes, and they have a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
It won an award, I believe.
Yeah, it was.
And so, so something in that range right there, that would just be like, I'm already glued to all your podcasts already, but that would be extra glued.
I'll try again, but I'm on it.
I'll shoot him something. I don't have no power, but I just like to say I have power.
Ogbanna, I'm going to ask you to close it out since you did such a good job on the intro. But before you do, I just want to say congratulations on all your growth, your continued journey. I'm really excited for you. I do think there's enough time for Celine to FedEx you a little extra flowers for your grand opening so that you can hand out some free flowers to anybody and just to continue the celebration. But yeah, man, keep going, bro. Congratulations. Thank you for sharing all your story and all your troubles and stuff. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for making that phone call.
Yes. Thank you for picking up.
Yeah.
Celine, you're my heart. You're my flower heart. I appreciate you. Mimi, keep me going on, making sure my flowers don't die, because your Chrysler minutes, a minute with Mimi will save you hours on the flowers.
Oh, I like that. Minutes with Mimi.
Oh, I just did that. What?
Oh, you just
save you hours on the flowers.
Oh.
Save you hours
and
on
Joel,
flowers.
if you just please don't lose this podcast, I appreciate it.
Oh.
Red card.
I'm messing with you. I appreciate you.
That's good.
Ryan, I appreciate everything you've done, all your creativity, everything you've done. You guys are awesome. Mike, I know you're listening. I appreciate you pouring into me indirectly. You didn't even know it, but handing me off to Fern and let Fern do his thing. So I appreciate the legacy, everything that is Jet Fresh. Thank you. I'm just grateful. I appreciate it. Gratitude.
We're grateful for you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Oh, one thing. If y'all want, I'm going to close it out. If y'all want to reach me, go to the G. Oh, let me just tell you how you do it. Go to Instagram. You can see Yobel, YOBELCLT on Instagram, Facebook, all the socials pretty much. As far as our website, we are at yobelcharlotte.com. If you need to reach me, you can reach me there. Just direct message me or whatever. We'll get with you and be looking out for a lot of different creative things that we're going to be doing. But to close it all out, I just want to say this is another edition of the Fresh Bunch podcast, the freshest thing since last summer's breakfast. This is the one and only crew that knows what to do when it comes to the flowers and with you. I would love to say you got the one and only on the ones and twos. It's Mr. Joel getting it through. You got the one and only, the heart of flowers herself. You got Miss Celine, like no one else. You got me. I'm sorry, forgive me. The great.
Thank
Me.
you.
Never forget it. And then just Ryan. Jay Ryan.
Simply
You'll never
Ryan.
get a name.
Simply Ryan.
But, and then it's the one and only Mr. OG, Mr. Bloomself himself, signing out from the Fresh Bunch podcast. Fatty for life. Ask about me. Hip Hop Florist. I love y'all. Peace, love, and blooms.
Peace, love, and blooms.